can be lazy too. Look at me.
You guys can see I'm already in Premiere Pro. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find a little clip always in the video, like I always say. We're just gonna try to find a good clip in the video. So I'm gonna use this one right here because I think it looks kind of more cleaner. Other than that, the rest of the video is kind of too fast. So I'm just gonna go to After Effects. We're gonna right click and then go to replace with After Effects. I already have mine After Effects. The next thing we're gonna do is Brother Brush. Like I always say at this part, make sure you do take your time because that's the more time you take, the better quality you're gonna get out of your video. So we're just gonna take our time and kind of just go around it like that. So next thing, flow motion. So I'm gonna show you guys pretty much how this works. If you look at it like something like that, it looks pretty crazy, which I think it adds a whole lot of different feel to your video, and I think it just makes it look so much better. It's kind of like a little crazy effect that you can do in the background. So we're just gonna like move it around. So we're gonna move it around to where it's behind the person, probably like around here. Looks pretty good. We're gonna keyframe the amount, something like that, and then maybe we can go to about, well, I'm gonna have to go all the way to the end because it's a pretty short clip. So move it right there, and then we're gonna increase the amount by a lot, so it looks something like that. I'm gonna replay it again, and we're gonna see how it looks. As you guys can see, it looks pretty crazy. I've never seen something like this before. And like always, you can play around with the effect. You can even add more amount to it, so it looks even more crazier. And I always like to add a little more color to the clip because it just makes it feel more trippy. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a colorama. So if you watch my videos, you know I use it a lot in my videos to give it that trippy effect. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna keyframe the color. We're probably gonna go for something like this. It's pretty crazy. We're gonna use glow. I normally use universe glow because it looks way better. But just for the tutorials, you guys can see how to use it. I just use regular glow. So we're just gonna increase the intensity by a lot, maybe like 6, and then the radius probably something like that, so it looks insane, something like that. So we're just gonna leave it something like that. We're gonna leave it like this. We're gonna replay it again. Okay, since it looks pretty cool. However, I do want to show the background on the clip. Like I actually want to show the background right here, so it doesn't look all crazy and all that. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add turbulence placement. Here, we're gonna go all the way to the beginning of the clip, so we also get kind of a wavy type of effect. So we're just gonna keyframe the amount and the size and also the complexity, and we're gonna go all the way to the end. We're gonna increase these amounts, so something crazy like that. Size, something crazy like that too. Not too crazy because we don't want the hard edges on the side. Just gonna something like that. Complexity, something so where it looks like kind of a liquid effect, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna replay it all over again and see how it comes out now. So you guys can see, like I said, it doesn't really look as good as it would with the universe glow. And I'll probably go with the universe glow. I'm gonna show you guys how it would look with the universe glow because it just gives it way more trippy and way better looking effect. So I'm gonna put the glow effect from universe because a lot of people be asking me like how you actually do it, how you actually make it look like that. So I'm gonna show you guys. You guys can see it looks way more different than with the regular glow. So the next thing I'm gonna add is a wave warp to kind of give like a little wave type of effect, like I said before. And we're just gonna go to the beginning here, and then we're gonna wave height, wave width, and we're gonna just change this from sin. We're gonna change it to probably circle, not even better. We're just probably gonna change it to this one right here. Keyframe it. We'll go all the way to the end. We're probably not gonna do that. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a wave warp, something like that. Increase the wave height, something like that. Wave width, something like that. And we're just gonna replay it again. You can have the effect come in and out whenever you want it to. I just feel like this kind of like a little thing that you can play with, or however you want to do it. So we can actually go to the beginning of the video. We can kind of just play with the turbulence placement. So we can probably go to 12 frames right there, and then we're just gonna add little keyframes. We're just gonna change the numbers a little bit, 340 and then 140, something like that. And then we can increase probably the amount all the way to, just crank it up all the way up to whatever number, and then the size too, so it's kind of like not there anymore. And then it can come in whenever we want it to, so we're just gonna crank it up all the way up, something like that. Crank it up so there's a little bit there. And then as you guys can see, it's a pretty, I feel like always make sure you play around with everything in After Effects when you're making a music video, because when you're making a music video, it's pretty much letting all your creativity come out of your head, and you're putting it into something that everybody else, you know, the more time, the more creativity you put into a music video, the more entertaining it's gonna be for other people. So as you guys can see, it looks pretty crazy effect. I just came up with it on the spot, so you guys can see, just make sure you always play around. And to even make it even a little bit more even better, you can duplicate this one. You can duplicate the main rotor brush, and then we can play with the position. So when it goes all the way here, maybe we can have it like something like that, and then keep going like that. So you guys can see we have that, and then we can enable motion blur to get the good looking effect even better. So just gonna keep replaying it again. You guys can see it looks pretty cool to me. It's pretty cool. Like I said, always make sure you play around with the effects, because it's more than just a music video. You always trying to make sure you find out a way to make something look better than what already is. So with this tutorial, I just want to show you guys how to do some crazy background effects. Not just that, but also how to use it. The next thing I'm gonna show you guys how to actually even do is we're gonna pre-compose this, and then we're just gonna finalize. We're gonna finalize. We're just gonna end it, the effect right here. So the next we're gonna do it, we're gonna add a radial blur over here, and then we're just gonna add it to our composition right there. Then we're just gonna add an amount. We don't want to add a lot because, you know, we just add it to 0 to about 10. It's too much. We're gonna add 2 and move it to where it's on his face, right there. Because we'll probably keyframe the center, so every frame is on his face. And as you guys can see, it looks pretty cool, just like that. You're gonna replay it again.